Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to shoot into another super quick video, basically talking about how you're trapped in the Matrix and how to identify the Matrix so you can escape the Matrix. Say that 10 times fast. But anyway, the Matrix we're trapped in is we're all supposed to do a specific set of tasks every day, and there are rules that are set aside for us that we have to follow, and they're conditioned at a very early age since we start elementary school. Now, the public school system, or pretty much any school system, mostly the public school system, but there's a lot of private schools funded by the government that also recondition you as well. But what I'm getting into is with the public school system, they just want you to sit down and shut up and listen to everything you're told, basically. And you have to sit down in rows, you're separated, you're segregated by grades, and you have to just sit down all day and just listen to like what people are saying to you, things like that. Like, oh, okay. It's very robotic and very fake. But this is all very intentional. And they don't want you to move around at all because it's actually been proven by science that moving around makes you think better because it gets the blood flowing to the brain and things like that. But basically, yeah, it's all part of the reconditioning done by them. So you eventually go to college when you're older and get into tons and tons of debt, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. Now, I'm not against college. I'm not anti-college. I'm kind of against the system itself, but if you go in with purpose, it's not that bad. But a lot of people just go because it's the thing to do. And that, again, goes back to the reconditioning done by the government who really just want your money. And money itself is not bad. Money itself is neutral. But the people running the government, the people running this whole system, which they've done for many years, even before the founding of the United States in 1776, it's been going on for a long time. And with this video, I hope I can open up your eyes. So to escape this matrix, to escape this group think like, oh, go on the news. Oh, go on social media. He's like, oh, what's going on with the pandemic? You know, this constant fear. Get up every morning, pump yourself full of caffeine, go on social media, go on the news, see what everybody else is doing. Reactivity, reactive mode, taking in influences. So I'd be lying if I said I never kind of got into that brainwave state, but I'm a lot better at identifying it now than I was. So I used to do a lot of this stuff in like early high school. I'd go on social media a lot, pump myself full of this crap food, and I'd wonder, it's like, why aren't I happy? Why do I feel like I'm not at my potential? And the whole reason for that is I wasn't thinking for myself. I was going with the crowd. Do not go with the crowd. All the greatest people in history, instead of thinking A, B, C, they thought X, Y, Z. And this is kind of conditioned out of us as we get older. Like when I was younger, like, I don't know, elementary school age, I kind of questioned, like, what do grades matter? Why do we need good grades? What does this letter on paper mean? And I questioned that. And the teachers were like, don't question it. Don't question it. Accept it. But it's like, I can't help it. I'm an inquisitive human being. And I'm going to question these things. But, now I look back on it, I see what it's all about. It's like, oh, they just want you to think this way. And it's not their fault either, the teachers, because they've been fed the same lies as well. And they're not bad people, they're just kind of doing their job, but they're all working for a very bad system. And the system kind of goes like this. I'm going to do a quick recap. It's like you go to school, you get higher education, get a ton of debt, get a job that barely pays that debt. They do not teach you to critically think, to question everything, to become independent and think for yourself, and to be creative. Like creativity is the hallmark of it's the foundation of everything. Somebody had to be creative to build this cell phone I'm recording this video on, or build this building I'm filming from, and the clothes I'm wearing, everything, it all started with creativity. It didn't come from, oh, I'm told to do everything I'm supposed to do, and I'm a good boy now because I got the big boy job my parents wanted me to, and now I'm gonna marry the little Sally down the street who my parents approve of because she's a nice lady, and she's gonna divorce me and take the kids when she's 300 pounds overweight. It's like, no, You gotta think for yourself. You gotta know exactly what you want. Have a very clear vision. And if that's your vision, cool. I won't judge. It's not really for me. but I'm not going to judge you if it's your vision in life. So, again, before I end this video, quick recap. Do not blindly follow what the school system tells you, what society tells you, what the news tells you, what social media tells you. It's all meant to keep you down in a fearful state so you're a consumer. We live in a capitalistic society. I like capitalism. Anybody can make it in capitalism, but I try not to be a consumer and instead a creator. I am creating this video and speaking about what I want to speak about. I create art and I put it online. I am a creator and I am a consumer to some extent. Obviously, I consume food, I buy food, I watch movies sometimes, things like that, but I'm very careful about when and how I'm doing it. I set aside time to do that. I'm not constantly in escapist mode where I'm just like, oh, I need to escape my reality by like creating this fantasy world in my head. Although, that's not too bad either, as long as you have a creative outlet for it. That can be good because it can help inspire your creativity as well. But I'm kind of rambling here now. I think I kind of covered everything I got to cover. So, one last recap. Think for yourself. Don't blindly believe everything you're told. That about sums it up. Done.